Drive it like you stole it.
You need a catchphrase.
On my orders, the G.I. Joes were terminated with extreme prejudice.
Boom. We're all that's left.
What if President isn't the president?
There's no one we can trust. There is one man, General. Call me Joe. Anything I missed?
Girls with guns.
Nice.
Hello, boys and girls. We're back. Yes. It's time for Kerbal. Yay. How is everybody this evening? Hope you are well. Hope you are enjoying your Friday evening. And it's our turn to send these poor sods into space. So, what I've done is I've created a completely new one just for the live stream. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep our... What's the word I'm looking for? Keep our objectives quite low for the time being. So, what I want to try and do is get somebody sort of into orbit for the time being. So, let's see. Yep, he'll do like that for the time being. So what we're going to do is we'll put in a... No, where's it gone? No, there it is. Where's my decouplers? My decouplers around here somewhere. No, must be under structural. There we go. So here's a structural. Now, I have got a few mods on here that give me some slightly different rockets, so likes of these things and other bits and pieces, so it makes quite a significant difference. Now let's see, what we need is we need a control, an advanced SAS module to put in there, and then we'll have something that's just a basic thrust here. So we got to think, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's perfect. I failed to see any issue with that design. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that design. Okay, so we obviously, with this kind of level of engineering design... Good evening, Yaffa. We know we cannot fail. We cannot fail with this level of competence anyway. Let's see, have we got a smaller one? No, we haven't. Let's see which one's the faster one. The 120 and 230. So what we'll do... So we'll put that one in place now. So that's essentially at its most basic level. Now, if we look at the control here, the solid booster rockets, these ones are beautiful. Look at them. They are absolutely immense with 850 power. So they are pretty insanely good. But, you know, we might go for these ones as we're only going for a basic sort of get off the ground type situation. So we'll have to see. Those ones are quite nice. I like those ones. They're quite sexy. So what we'll do is we'll go on to the structural. Just put a simple collection of radial couplers around. And then we will get that smaller booster rocket. Oh! Crikey, that's a little bit too much, isn't it? There we go. So, unfortunately, that's not going to work, because these need to go down a little bit more. What I might actually do is make it a two-stager. So, let's put another one in there. Put that there. And put that in the middle. So there we go. That's a basic design. That should work. Now, what I'm going to do, because this part was going to end up in sort of in the air, briefly, we'll put a... Let's see if we can get in there. There we go. So we'll put that in there, just give us a little bit of extra doodah. And what we'll also do, we'll be fine. We've got Australian technology, yes. Well, actually, technically speaking, if it's Australian technology, then it should be that way. So, but I don't think we're going to get very far if we do that. So we'll take off the Thors. And see, that's the one that we've got. Actually, let's put that one on, because there we go, that reaches down quite well, although it doesn't reach across this way much. There we go. So that's everything there, and it's only a single man vessel, because we're only doing experimentation for the time being. So there's that. Now let's see, all of these fire at the same time. We won't fire the central one, and then we will fire the central one after that, and then we'll have the separator that then brings down the parachute. So that's the plan. Now all we're going to do is put a little bit of a thing in like that, just to give us a little bit of balance, and we're going to need some structural reinforcement, because these things, because they're only pinned in the central section, are only going to sway and wobble like a mother what's it. So as you can see, put one down there, and we'll also put another one there. So that looks okay. And let's see, nothing else to do there. That's a reasonably okay design. So we shall call this Orbital 1, because that is the plan, is to hopefully get us into orbit and then back down again. We'll have to wait and see. So let's go in and give it a launch. So there we go. Switch on the SAS. Put the thrust up. Away. So yep, good speed, going up high, going up nice and quickly. We're quite aerodynamic, as you can see. Jebediah Kerbin. So here's old Jebediah's view, as you can see. He seems quite happy. And the solid fuel rockets are doing quite well. I could name one Red October. It would have to be extremely large, but that's definitely something I could consider doing. So let's see. So that's not too bad. 3,500 feet. We're staying pretty stable. See, because what we don't want to do is we want to try and run before we can walk. So let's see. Get ready to eject. Eject. And firing the other rockets. So here we go. So here's the other rocket making its way in. Let's move into the map view. See what our apoapsis is like. See, it's only 1,000. So I'm not expecting to actually get into a full orbit, to be honest, with this smaller rocket. It's only very simple to prove that, you know, because every single space program you go through, it's kind of, you have to do these small steps before you start actually doing anything serious. That is a piss weak rocket. Of course it is. But we might be able to throttle down a little bit. Yeah, we can, because that's still going up, because we're outside of the thicker part of the atmosphere. So let us start tipping over to one side. Let's have a look. Over to one side, 45 degrees. Come on, and lock. And hope it stays there. So there we go. Might be a piss weak rocket, but it is also a very light rocket. And it doesn't have to actually go that far. So you can see the apoapsis is now going up at a significant rate. The liquid fuel is looking good. One small step for the TARDs, one giant step for Chad kind. I completely agree. I'm not sure if I'm one of the TARDs or not. So we'll wait till that gets to 100. And then we'll kill the engine. So, and then what we'll do is we'll stretch out the orbit. There we go. So that's there. Now what we'll do is we'll put a maneuver in here and then stretch this out. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. Come on. No, it needs to come this way. Come on. There we go. So, let's see. Let's get that round there. What's that? 65, 170. Needs a bit of work. And then, let's see. That's a bit more. 94, 130. 93, 123. 108. Yeah, that's not too shabby. What's that? 57. No, we'll keep it this. We'll keep it the other way actually. There we go. 95, 270. 95, 155. Well, to be honest, we'll stick with that for the time being, and we'll sort out the rest of it later. So we've got to get into our node position quickly because we're burning in 2 seconds. Lock, come on, get back there. Get back there. Come on, come on. Because otherwise we're going to miss our point. Go. So, we are now thrusting in our ever so awesome rocket. 19 seconds worth of thrust. Can you handle it? Yes, I know there's no air in space. This was because the rocket would be in the lower atmosphere at the point of separation. So we're just going to burn some more and stop there. That's not great, is it? That's not great. Let's just do that a little bit more. Bring that out to there. Bring that out to about 80. Okay, so, you know, it's an orbit. We're orbiting. Yes, thank you. Someone's given his approval. So it's a rather pissed on orbit at the moment, so, you know, never mind. These things happen. And that orbit is okay. So what we'll do is we will add a maneuver in here to decrease the orbit slightly. Let's see. There we go. 80 and 70. Other way. Whoops. Come on. Back that way. 77 and 81. Yeah, that's good. Now, let's see. Where is that marker? Here we go. Oh, long past it. Never mind. Unfortunately, I don't have any RCS rockets on here, so changing attitude is rather tricky. But it's a little bit of a largish rocket, so we'll just have to wait and see how we get on. So actually, I've actually got further on this particular mission than I expected to. But if you look at that, I've got so little fuel that I'm going to have to take him out of orbit. So, which is a little bit annoying. So let us put in a maneuver that brings it down. So let's see, where's that? That brings us from the opposite side. Let's see. I really hope I can get my boy back out of orbit. That will piss me off if I lose my first one. Well, he does have a window. See, look, there's his window. And if you look on it, where is it? There we go. See, look, you can see the window there, see? So there's the crew hatch. So we're just waiting for this opportunity. to burn in... Oh. Let's see if we get that right. Come on. Yes, still going to make it. Excellent. That's exactly what we're after, even though we've run out of fuel. So, what we're going to do is we're going to wait until gravity is starting to drag us down. Oh, he's talking about the 3-mad pod. I don't want to fly into the planet. I want to keep Jebediah alive. Thank you. I have no desire to kill my Kerbals. I'm not some kind of sadist. Especially when it comes to the little Kerbals here. Who remind me, who look very similar to a kid I used to know. Yeah, he was pretty ugly too. So, this is obviously our first mission, really. So, looking reasonably okay. A better success than it turned out to be. Or better success than I thought it would be. Come on. The ship's not throttled. Oh, that's why. So, as you can see, around here. Come on. And let's remind ourselves to take out that. So we can see, oh, crikey. So what we're going to want to do, I think, is actually the other way round. The other way round, so that when it ejects it, it keeps going in that direction and we don't crash into it. So we shall have to wait and see. Let's keep it there. So let's speed it on just a little bit, I think. Can't go faster than 4, I'm afraid. Sorry, fellows. That's still not too bad. See? Still quite pleased with that, even though I think we're going to land on ground, which has the potential to be rather painful. What language is spoken in Australia? Australian. No, no language. English, actually. So, we're now at 37. So we're going to eject the main body of the rocket. So gravity will now pull that in that direction and downwards. And we can continue eventually. Or at least it's supposed to downwards. Come on. Bloody well better go downwards. I'll be pissed off if it doesn't. There's the debris there. It is slowly going downwards, so yeah, that's alright. So let's see. Speed up. Quite a shallow return into orbit, into the ground. So quite pleased with how that's going. So we should start to hear the air. There we go. So here is little Mr. Kerbin, as you can see. And he is making his way down to the ground. Let's deploy the parachute. Parachute should kick in maybe about 600 to 400 meters, I think. We'll wait and see. Oh, corrections, 800, so that's not too bad. And there's young Jebediah. He is on his way back down to ground. And we have a successful orbit, technically. So quite pleased about that. Quite pleased for my first foray into the world of orbiting. That could hurt. Oh, no, he survived. Excellent. So we shall end that flight there. Now. So that was the Orbital 1 and was successful. So let's just create a new one. Now, what we want to try and do is do multiple orbits if we can in this one. So, what I want to try... Oh, that's a bit too big. I am going to want a decoupler, like so, on the bottom. I'll put an Asus control mod underneath there. And then what I also need is I need some RCS controlling units. So I'll put one there. And then we'll put some fuel tanks in between. Like so. So there'll be one fuel tank there. And then we'll put another one underneath. And then we'll put another fuel tank there. So that's kind of like the top half of the rocket there. Now, what I need to do is find a suitable engine. See, that's quite a... technically a powerful one. 230, 120. See, that is very small. It's only 50. That one. No, so that one's actually slightly more powerful. So this one we'll use for when we go to the Mun. So as you can see, that's the first top part of the rocket. And what I want to also do then is to give myself a little bit of control. So I'm using my symmetry module here. I'm putting them on all 4 of the compass points. See? So it's nice and straight. And then we'll put another 4. Whoops. Want to make sure it's at least relatively normal looking. There we go. And which reminds me, we need a parachute. Now I actually like these parachutes. I actually tend to put them on the sides. So if we put that like that, I like to put parachutes there. So they act quite well together. And what I can also then do is put avionics package up the top there. So we take that off, put that on like so. Still does the same job, and it brings this parachute, it brings the unit down quite well. So that's the first stage of the rocket completed, and we'll move then on to the next stage. Now what I'm thinking is a multi-stage big one like so. Oh, which reminds me, structural doodah, stack decoupler. Now I have a funny feeling that that engine is too big for what I was hoping. Let's see. Yeah, because it doesn't actually create a link between the two, but we'll have to see. So let's get rid of that one, and we'll put that one in place with a stack decoupler and that underneath it. But what we probably will need to do is put in some structural doodads like so. There we go. So that hopefully should hold it at least in place and stop it wobbling around a little bit. Maybe we need to put one here as well. So there we go. That should hold it in place. Now down the bottom we will need a bigger motor. Yes, that's perfect. No, these are all... Oh yeah, look at that. That's a perfect rocket design. How can that fail? So I think we'll put that other rocket down there. Where's it gone? Is that the one? No. Will that do? Yeah, we'll give that a go. And so this is essentially two-parter. You know what? I'm just thinking, if I wonder if it's better just to put, yeah, I might put 2 of those tanks in rather than those 3 shorter ones, and then put, God, I do hate it when that happens. You have to put it on here to be able to take that off, and then put that on there like so, and then put that on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But what I want to then do is put on structural, these buggers, put 4 of them on and put them right in the middle, and then Let's get out the big boys. Yeah, that looks subtle. I like that. That's subtle. On the, you know, that should give us a little bit of thrust. What do you reckon? So we'll call this Orbiter 2. There we go. Orbiter? No, I'm not sure I spelled it right. So let's see. Let's put in the medium struts here and medium struts there. And then what we're going to also do is put in some additional struts onto the craft. No, come back. Just to give it a little bit of extra solidity, I suppose you could say, is the word. A little bit of extra support, you know. It's probably not the best design in the world, but... No, get in there. Thank you. Okay. Bad things will happen. This is what I like to hear. The voice of confidence of my viewers. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Now, the only drawback is that I will have to change these around. There we go. That's looking good, and I'll leave it as so. So, let us launch Orbiter 2. It's got slightly curved edges on the bottom here, so I think I will need to put these on. And let's bring it down a bit, I think. We don't need it that high. So, there's those there, there's that one, that one, that one, that one. And then we shall bring them down. So, there we go. Orbiter 2 ready. Let's clear the debris. Right. So, the question is, are you confident? And on behalf of Jebediah, are you confident of success in our forthcoming mission? What's the thoughts in the live chat, I wonder? Apparently, some people were never crazy enough to build something like this. Well, you know, this is part of it. There needs to be a certain level of insanity involved. So, you know, I'm a big fan of insanity. Now, well, there's been no response in the chat, so we're just going to have to go for it. Quite stable, quite pleased with that. Now the only drawback obviously is the separation process, which could get a little bit dicey. But we'll have to wait and see. The thing is, these things should take us up. We're at 2,500 feet, so they should take us up to about 7,500, 8,000 feet before we have to jettison them, which is why I like them. Obviously, got to love that sheer power of these damn things. Yeah, Jebediah seems quite happy. Let's go in and see what's going on. See, look, the millisecond speed is going up. Milliseconds, meters per second. I need this in miles. I don't need this in, oh, sorry, feet I should say, not miles. So, as you can see, yeah, we're getting close to what I thought. We might actually make it up to about 15,000 before. What I want to do is I want to do the separation before I do the pitch over to 45 degrees for the next part of the orbit. So let's have a look here. Oh, a bit too low there. As you can see, the periapsis is going up, or the apoapsis is going up quite nicely. So we'll leave that going until such times as it stops, which it will do shortly. Should be cutting out any second. And they're away. And so are we. Look at that, right from between. And let us start moving the ship to the right here. Here we go. There we go. So we should hold it in that position. Holy crap, look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's kill. There we go, we'll kill that. Now, as you can see, that's pretty good. That's got a reasonable amount of lift. So what we want to do now is we shall switch that off and move to about there. And let's increase this. So we're going full speed. We'll switch that off. I don't want to waste my monoprop. So you can see that's operating quite well. This is improving. We've got a nice big flat trajectory there. I'm quite pleased. And we're just waiting to get this all the way round. So this is an orbit, hopefully a concentric orbit without the use of an orbiter plan. So yeah, you can see. Let's just switch that off and go down just a little bit. There we go. So it flattens that top out there. I'll probably end up with like a 400 kilometer or 400,000. Yeah, 40 kilometer maybe. I don't know. We'll see. See, that's still going up too much. I need that going down a little bit more. There we go. So that's now going round. So it looks like some kind of great space hump in the middle. But, you know, this is obviously only the second flight of this space program, so I am not going to quibble too much, even though the orbit is a little bit off. A little bit off axis there. So let's see. Come on. Round you come. Oh, that's a big orbit. 500,000. Ouch. That's a big ass orbit. So we shall wait until the jet runs out, which we shall now eject and move on with the next one. So here we go. Get that up to about 100 and leave it. So the plan is, I think what I might do is just jet that a bit more, get that up to about 150 maybe, about that sort of level. There we go. And what I'll do at this point here is I'll set in a maneuver to bring this back a little bit and bring it into a little bit of a better orbit. So you can see there. There we go. 125, 172, let's just, whoop, 108, 164. It's not ideal, but it's okay. So we'll do that. That will be our maneuver, which will be in 1 hour and 27 minutes. In the meantime, we've got our debris, which is floating away in that direction. We've got a nice small engine, little pup engine there on the back, which will not give us a lot of thrust, but it will enable us to get where we want to get to. So we shall now skip ahead in time until it comes around to our orbital maneuver point. So there we go. We're going to have that. Yeah, that's going to be debris going round. I wonder if it's going to... Oh, it might actually fall to Earth. That would be nice if it did. No, I don't... Oh, yeah, it did. There we go. What about that one? There we go. So, as you can see, we're now moving round The orbit is just a little bit off the axis of the solar system here. And we are now moving into, as you can see, 16 minutes away. So 17-second burn from that location. And let's stop there. So what we're going to do is we'll move into that position, put on the RCS, and get into position, get the craft in the right direction, ready for the burn. Aha. Here we go. So that's ready. And all we got to do now is just speed it up until it's about 20 seconds away. And then that should give us a relatively concentric orbit. So here we go. We are now 20 seconds away. Comments and guffaws and laughing and all the rest of it are welcome in chat, so feel free. Obviously, I'm not up to Malekith standards of space travel, but, you know, I've been playing it as long. So, here we go. Here's the burn. You can see it now, closing. Looking good. Looking good. And we should be shut down very shortly. Bingo. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do that. Now, the thing is, I'm wondering if we've got enough fuel to do a maneuver that could take us orbit around the Mun. I wonder. What do you think? I don't know, you see, I'm wondering if I've got enough fuel available. I'm thinking I will need to have to sort of double up with fuel tanks in order to go to the Mun. That's the way I think I should do that. So what I'll do is I'll do some orbits. So, because I want to be able to basically, you know, this is the progress. First you get up into outer space, then you do the multiple orbits, and then you start doing things like docking and all sorts of other random crap. So at the moment, as you can see, we're just going round and round and round. Want to get a couple of orbits. He's so far been up there for 2 hours. So you can see a couple of nice orbits going on. Let's watch our fellow. Let's see from the inside, as you can see. We're currently travelling at 2,000 meters per second, which is nice. Where's the Earth? Ah, we're on the dark side of the Earth, or dark side of Kerbin now, which is nice. Look at that. Look at that lovely sunrise. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That's what I love about this game. It does look fantastic. So, as you can see, looking good, I think. Looking good. Now, what I want to be able to do is, I think I'm going to have to put a maneuver there or here, because I want to be able to crash into the water on the light side of Kerbin. I might be able to, yeah, I'll do it. I think what I'll do is I will put in a maneuver here, and then we'll bring that down like so, and that'll drop me about there, which I approve of. So there will be our deorbit, as you can see, and we are 20 minutes away from that location. So let us move forward to our, actually what we'll do is we'll just get into our deorbit point. There's the old blue marker there. Take off the RCS, speed it up a little bit, and wait until it gets round to the point we're after. So I also like to try and make extremely silly rockets every now and then, so I'll see if I can make one for you as well. So we're 2 minutes, 1 minute, and stop. There we go. So you can now see us. We're about to do the burn. Here we go. 10-second burn to deorbit, and we're away. Get ready on shutdown. Shutdown. Okay, so just on the coast there. So might end up landing on the Earth, so to speak, on the ground, which would be a tad unfortunate, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Now, I'm not going to release this because I don't want debris floating around outside. So I'm going to leave that there until such times as I'm closer to the ground. Then release it so I know the gravity will take it. Oh, there we go. So, as you can see, getting a bit lower. Let us bring the RCS back up again. There we go. So we shall now eject, and off goes that. There we go. So gravity will now pull that down. Look at that spinning away. Doesn't that look fantastic? So, yeah, I think we're going to land on the Earth again. Buggering bugger. Oh well. Yeah, look at that. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. Oh well, 2 successful earthbound landings. I have to say, I'm quite pleased by that. Like, have to say, as far as I go, you guys have seen what I'm like at playing games. I'm not that great, so this is actually somewhat of a pleasant surprise. I'm actually doing reasonably well. Now, let's see. So we're down at 12,000. So when I open up, these 2 parachutes will keep it upright, and we'll keep it in the direction that I want it to go, or keep it in the direction it's supposed to be going. So you can see it's slowly angling down. Control computer is doing its thing. Avionics making sure everything is moving down as it should. You can hear the air rushing past because we're now in the lower atmosphere. And I think at about maybe 2,000 feet I'll chuck the parachutes out. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the meters per second speed slowly going down because of the friction from the air. That's looking okay. Let's see. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it now. So there you go, those parachutes. They'll help slow it down quite significantly. Probably then take all of the air into the parachute, fill it out at about 800 feet maybe, roughly that period. But also because I keep them either side like that, it keeps it properly orientated. Yeah, so there we go. So as you can see, there is the parachute with young Jebediah in it, and we have another successful orbit. Now, interested to know, do we want to try a extremely silly ship first, or shall we try to do a serious attempt at orbiting the Mun? I welcome your comments in chat, if anyone is actually still alive. If they aren't, I'm going to have to start slapping people. So, there we go. There's 4 meters per second. Little Jebediah is in there. See, look, little feet and all the rest of it. Gas canisters. And I do believe we have touched down. We have. There we go. Let us end that flight. Now, vehicle assembly building. So there we go. The Orbiter 2 has been a successful design. Let us create something silly, I think, as everyone's falling asleep in chat, so screw them. Right, let us, if we're going to need a decoupler, and we're going to need a control unit. Okay, so what could possibly go wrong? We'll put that in there. Under utility, we'll put a couple of power watsits in as well, because I want to get this guy back. This might be what is essentially like a suicide mission, but you know, I want the guy to come back from it. So what we'll do is we shall, what's that? No, is that the big one? Yeah, that's alright. But it pales into significance next to that one. So, what we'll do is, this is us basically testing our mad rocketry skills. And we'll put more like that. Can we put more around like that? No, it needs to be one less. Here we go. And then we'll go aerodynamic, like so. And then we'll put a, let's see, more of those. We'll put some that side. And then we'll put some... Can we get them in there? No, I don't think we can actually. Let's see. Let's get around here. Okay. Alright, so we'll do that one there, and then we'll try this one here. There we go. How can this fail? This is design at its best. There we go. See, look at this. Now, as you can see, that's all looking good. And what we'll also then do, I think, because we can never have enough booster rockets. Let's see. Let's put some more of the big ones on. Like so. And a few more big ones on. This has got success written all over it. How can we fail? How can we fail? This is going to be epic. Or not, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. So what we need to do then is do a structural thing and put that there. So, okay, so let's call this the Flying Death Trap 1. And I am interested in chat on those people who think that it might be a success, failure. I welcome your comments. What do you think, boys and girls? Oh! That kind of answers the question, really. Yeah, I don't think that went too well. There's something fundamentally wrong on that design. Oh dear. Right, back to... Right, so the SRB linkage between there's multiple... Right, okay, so... Yeah. Not really necessary for comment as to success on that one, I think, as that kind of answers its own question. Let's take out these globes and put these in just on their own. So take them out. Let's see if it will just handle these ones on their own. I think we may have just killed Jebediah Kerman, but hey ho. Noob clap. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we get now. Aha! No, we don't need thrust, do we? Let's go! Oh, Nelly! Look at that! Oh dear! Oh no! Oh no! That's a lot of overheating going on. Oh dear. This does not bode well. This does not bode well at all. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Oh dear. Any minute. Are we going to dodge the bullet is the question. I don't think we are, because we can't stop them. Look at this. Look at this. It's so close to overheating. But will we actually manage to make it in time? We're up to 7,000 feet now. Just on solid rocket boosters. The Kerbal Dirt program. So yeah, Bill Kerman is our passenger of note today. So as you can see, we will then separate and return back to Earth with our Flying Death Trap. So I think we can say that that has been a successful Flying Death Trap. There we go. So there goes the Flying Death Trap. And this little fella in here Here's all that's left. You gotta feel sorry for the poor sod who's up there looking at that thing thinking, it seems to be coming down rather quickly. I probably won't return to... Well, actually, no, technically I think I will because of that orbit. See? I go up to the top. That's now starting to come down. Gravity should essentially take me back down again. So, let's see. Level 4. See, we're at 59. Let's see. Where's that? Is that one? See, so the flying death trap debris is only 1.6 kilometers away from me. And here we go, we're starting to move back down again. So lucky old Bill, he gets to return to Earth. So lucky old Bill, he's on his way back home. Bill thinks he should have called in sick today, yeah, something like that. Oh look, there we go. 4 kilometers away will be a massive explosion as all of those... Oh, there we go. Let's see. So, there is our takeoff area. Bit of debris. And we're doing alright, as you can see. Has the debris landed? Yes, the debris landed. So let's get the parachutes out now. Because these hills, this only shows sea level. It won't actually show... I wonder what that abort is. Okay. Anyway, so... Yeah, I'm probably coming in too hot, but, you know, it's a mountain. There's not really much I can do. I have deployed my parachutes. Yeah, we'll put the brakes on. There we go. That solved it. Put some lights on as well. That'd be helpful. Put lights at the bottom there so you can kind of see where you're landing. There we go. So, successful parachute deployment. And we are now floating safely to the ground with Bill Kerbin, who looks quite happy about the fact, as you can see. So, yes. So we've got the brakes on, we've got the undercarriage down, and we've got the lights on. So we are in no danger whatsoever, as you can see. Coming down at 4 meters a second. And there we have it. We have touchdown. 3rd successful flight. Excellent. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to load... where is it? Orbital 2. And use that as my benchmark for doing the next one. So, let's get rid of that. Because it was a good ship, I have to say. So, what we're going to do then is... we are going to have to put in additional tanks on the side. Now, what I want to do, because I want to be able to go to the moon with this for the time being. Now, that means then what I'm going to have to do is put in a bit more structural shenanigans. So we'll put one either side. And put in one there, one there, and one there. Now, so this is going to be essentially extra fuel. That's all it's going to be, is extra fuel. So what I want to do is I want to put aerodynamic doodads on the top and the bottom, because that's all they're going to be, is just nice little fuel tanks. Now what I am going to do is that these fuel tanks here, actually let me just check something. Could I just put 2 of those fuel tanks there? Let's just check that. Let's just check something. We'll put another fuel tank there. then we shall move. No, come on, come on, come back. Stay on target. Here we go. So yeah, that kind of works. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that off because it's easier to have this one in the center, so I can position it exactly where I want it, right in the middle. So we'll do that. How did I not blow up? Hacks. No, no, just design efficiency. So what we're going to do is we are going to set it up so that these two fuel tanks here pass fuel into this main fuel tank. That's all that's going to be. So essentially these two fuel tanks are going to keep this thing topped up until such times I have to bin them. So what are those two? It's those ones there, isn't it? So they will need their own one there. So what happens is I can use this engine here, and then that can be used to eject those fuel units, as you can see, and then go from there. So what we'll also do is we'll put in a little bit of a structural reinforcement doodah there, just to give it a little bit of stiffness. I need full lines. How do you mean full lines? So, okay, so there's that. Now I need more here, so that brings down to there. Nope, doesn't work. Damn it. Nope, bugger. I wonder if that... Let's go delete, delete. Let's call this Orbiter 3. Okay, so now what I've got obviously is these are other bits and pieces that I can now put in like that, you see. So that can actually be this thing here. So we can increase the width of the rocket and the size of the engines. So if we put that in there and add another one down, put that there. So there's that engine, those two, yep, that's fine. I'm liking that. Now, what size one can we put in there? So it's that one, which is the 2.5 meter liquid fuel tank. Okay. Now, the thing is, how high can this be? I'm just thinking if I need to put in 2 large fuel tanks to help me get to the mun. But the trouble is, that's going to create a significant amount of weight. Now, obviously, I could put a very fat engine on there. How one's that one? 1300. So that could be a nice, significantly fat engine. It does have thrust vectoring, but let's see. But the thing is I could then, based off that would give me the thruster to get to where I need to do. And what I can then also do is put on some Thors, which are the great big huge behemoth thingies, after I put on some more structural stuff. So I'll put on the hydraulic detachment manifold, because they're designed to handle the big babies. Plonk. And then we'll put on a nice selection of Thors to go all round. So there's the Thors, as you can see. So they're about the right size. I think what I might do then is move this down a little bit so that the Thors are sort of more, where are we? at that. So they're a little bit further down there, and they don't heat up this engine. So I'm not really going to use this engine. I'm going to try and use the Thors. I'm wondering, actually, I might have space for more Thors. So if we take that one, add in one more, and one more Thor. You can never have enough Thors. And is that right? I do not know if that is correct. It looks right. Yep, there we go. It looks okay. So there are the Thors. And what we will need to do then is put in our structural reinforcements between the Thors, just to make sure that they don't flop around, because they will be kind of pinned in this middle point here somewhere. So let's see, let's put some additional reinforcement points in here, I think, because there's nothing wrong with being a little bit safe. After all, this is, I'm not like Mal. I'm not going to needlessly throw away the life of my Kerbals for whoops-a-daisy, the amusement of the viewers. I wish this to be as free of Kerbal deaths as possible. So we'll have to wait. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh, thanks, Yaffa. He fell asleep. Wow. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Okay. So let's check our staging. There's that one, that one. What the hell's that one? Oh, it's that. Yeah. So we want that there. So let's call this Orbiter 3. Okay. So here we go. And they're all in position. So let's see how we get on, shall we? Orbiter 3, save and launch. Let's clear the debris from the flying death trap. And see how we get on, shall we? Whoa! Holy crap! What happened? Structural failures between hydraulic detachment and rocket. Interesting. What the hell failed? Must have been this thing in the middle. Is that on? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Ah, you know what I think we forgot? Because I'm an idiot, we forgot that. So, that will have to go down there. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit more respectable. So it's Bill's turn to go into space again. And thank you for laughing at me, Yaffa. I appreciate that. Damn Australians. So it's not wobbling around too much. See, the RCS isn't having to do much. Not much general wobble. Good thrust coming from those rockets. I'm happy. Now, is that leaning to the left a little bit? It is a bit, isn't it? Come on, straighten up. Okay. There we go, straighten up. Done it again! Stop going on the goddamn piss, you stupid rocket. Straight up. Must be because of, yeah, something going on. Never mind, we're ejecting these things shortly, so hopefully we should not need to worry for much longer and we can reposition our orbit a little bit better. So let's see. Should be able to deposit them shortly. Off they go. And we shall now return to a upright style orbit and now move over to the right a little bit. Still a little wobbly. And lock it in there. So there we go. There goes the debris. There goes our apoapsis, and things are proceeding accordingly. So we're happy. So let's see. Oh, look at that, isn't that lovely? Sunrise over Kerbin. Now, if I remember rightly, we can cut that down. Yeah, just about there. Because we're now less affected by friction. So we should be able to use less fuel, so we can throttle back. So that is looking okay. And it's on a reasonably good axis. So I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased indeed. And so in fact is Bill. See? Bill's thrilled. Thrilled build. Bill thrill. Anyway. So stay in there and be thrilled, Bill. See, look, we even got our name written on the side of the rocket. Isn't that wonderful? So you can see now. There we go. It's at 60. I think I'll stop when I get to about 100 maybe. We'll wait and see. I am actually going to move it a little bit closer to 90. Like so. So at least it kind of goes out as well as going up. Oh, Lafo Grep, oh goodness, Repeater is off. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Now, there we go. So that's looking a lot better. Let's get this back up. That's looking a lot better, and you can see that's at about 100 now. Let's have a look at our fuel situation. Yeah, let's get that up to about 130, I think, maybe. Yeah, we should be alright at 130, I reckon. So we'll be ready to shut that down with the X key shortly. And shut down. So what we'll do then is, in this location here, we will add a maneuver to bring that to, what's that, 178, no, that's better, 130, 150, yep, that's good. Yeah, I'll settle for that. So that's going to be our next one. So what we'll do is we'll go back to here. Oh, I'm using up all my fuel RCS stuff. That's not good. Where's that? Come here, you. Oh, Christ. Look at that. I've hardly got any of the damn stuff left. Oh, crud. That's not good. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have left it on. It's going to cause problems for my maneuvering. See about that. See, look. Damn it. Okay, and lock. 12 propellant left. That's not good. That's not good at all. But we've got a burn for 45 seconds in 10 seconds. Here we go. So, here we go. Here's our orbit increase. You see here, look, there's the burn. 16 seconds left. 25 seconds into the burn. The orbit circle is moving out beautifully. Once these two switch round, it's shut down time. There you go, that'll do. So, let's kill that, and we can now see we're at 129.206, so it's not too bad. I'll settle for that. And as you can see, we don't have a lot of fuel left, so what I might do... No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Right, okay, let's use it for whatever we can. So, there's the MUN, and there's the ascending node. So, what I want to do is set up a ab maneuver here, and... Here we go. Interception with the MUN. So, that's what we're after. The good thing is even though I'm out of propellant, the small ship will be a lot easier to control because it's smaller, for obvious reasons. And that's it, I'm now out of propellant. Which is slightly annoying, but oh, look at that, isn't that pretty? So, let's see. Let us zip round the corner. Now this is going to be a 25-second burn. But I do not believe that... Oh, look, there's a moonrise. Look at that, the MUN. Come on. I do not believe that I will have 25 seconds worth of thrust available, but I'll just eject that and then carry on with the next one. So here we go. Let's see. So we're moving in now on the final part. This will be our ascension node at 0.2 degrees, which will then take us up to the MUN, which is obviously coming round there. And we should hopefully intercept it, be pulled into its gravity, and we can then move using a little bit of a braking maneuver into a gravity orbit around the Mun, which would be rather nice. So here we go. Got to watch this because we're going to have to basically eject it pretty quick. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Danger, Will Robinson, shut down. We need to get back into that position and lock it in. Come on, come on, come back there. Oh, you bastard. Oh dear, I think we could be in trouble. Destruction or solution? Thanks, guys. Love you too. So, let's see. Okay. So, come on. Why is it just going backwards? Why won't it just rotate that way? Come on. You know what? Gonna have to abort mission. And we shall have to return to Earth and provide ourselves with more what's the word I'm looking for? Fuel this time round. So let's just move her there. There we go, that'll do. Question is, can we actually stay on that target? Okay. Maybe not, but this is a non-standard copy of Kerbal, so I like to do things properly. I've no desire to sacrifice my men. Here we go. Ready to shut down. And we're shut down. There we go. So let us get rid of that, unset the target. So we should have a nice wide... We'll probably land on the sodding thing again, won't we? So let's see. Oh no, we're going to land in the water. Excellent. Wonderful. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So here we are. And let us turn round little bit of a flat spin. Whoops-a-daisy. No, come back. T. Get rid of them. Don't crash into me, thank you. Ungrateful gits. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the whole bloody lot of them. Bye-bye. See you next time, fellas. So let's see how they get on orbit-wise. Are they going to come down? Yeah. They will come down the same sort of orbit as me, but fortunately they're off up ahead. So I should, hopefully... Am I going to land? Oh, don't tell me I'm going to land on the bloody ground again. Oh, for God's sake. Just once I'd like to land in the sodding wet, and I'm going to land in a mountain range, so it's possible Bill Kerbin may not survive. Which would be a great pity, especially for him. Let's put out the parachutes now. Yeah, we're getting close to the ground. Oh, it might stop it in time. It might... Yes. Oh, you beauty. Another of my boys survives. Attaboy, Bill. Good lad. So for those of you who are interested, this will show up obviously on YouTube tomorrow. I will upload it for your delectation and general pleasure. Warning, hatch may open. Wow. That's important warning stuff there. Important warning stuff. And bang, we've landed. End flight. Vehicle assembly building. So, if we move up here to this section here, I'm wondering if I should have more than one of these things. Like that there. And then that there. There we go. Give me a little bit more fuel to play with. So that should be right. Yep, let's try that. Launch! Actually, I bought the launch. We'll save this as Orbiter 3.1, as this is obviously a new design version, so we've obviously got to, you know, keep the engineering standard going. There we go. So we got Bill again, who seems very nonplussed about the whole situation. So good old chill Bill, and quite pleased about that. That's the collection of Thors pushing everything up into orbit. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we are again on the piss. Look, moving over to one side slowly. Slightly annoying. So quickly that goes down. Look at that. Just so damn fast. Come on. Get upright. Upright. Thank you. I guess what I need to... Actually, you know what? End flight. What I'm going to do is stick some fins on the bottom of this thing. Around here. just to give it a little bit of stability while it's going up. So hopefully that will improve things. Give us a little bit of extra stability on the route upwards. And make it easier for the SAS to control it. So maybe I need to put some up the top as well. Here we go. See, look. Impulse. There you go. Solid fuel. 850 kilonewtons of thrust. Wow. That'd be a lot of thrust. And Bill is completely nonplussed, as you can see. He is generally, he's not bothered. He is not bothered at all. So anyway, let's see. Tum. But you see now it's staying a lot more upright, which is exactly what I was after, which I'm very happy about. It'll probably start going on the piss now, no my luck. I see Bill starting to look a little bit concerned now, which is all good for Bill. He has nothing to worry about. We've got 1/3 left on the SRB, as you can see, the solid fuel, and we're at 7,000 feet, so we should be at about 10 or 12 by the time we eject. Or jettison those items, and then we shall push forward with the next one. So as you can see, there we go. Little bit of a wobble. Little bit of a wobble as we're passing through the lower levels of... there we go, we're on the piss a little bit there. But we should be ready to start our transition to 90 degrees after the SRBs have been jettisoned. Zombies, bastard. They collide into each other. That's the problem. And so essentially, I've lost my bloody engine. End flight. Now, I'm wondering if I should jettison them just before the end. Literally just before they're about to run out. I'm wondering if that'll work. Let's give that a go, shall we? I'll put that down there so that when that jettisons, the liquid fuel engine fires and just gets us out of the way as quickly as possible. So we'll see if that's successful. Probably won't be. This is the problem I have with the Thors, is I might need to put little jets to like jettison them away from the ship at the time of separation. So we'll have to see. So there we go. All looking very spangly. There's that engine in the middle. The delta wings doing their stuff, which is what they're supposed to be. So a little bit of a wobble. We're starting to go through the sections of the atmosphere. See, look at that. A little bit of turbulence. We'll have to wait and see what the result is of that. So Bill's starting to feel it a little bit, as you can see. These things are about to cut out. Yes, we did it. So let us put on the RCS. Move over to 90 degrees ASAP. Lock it in. take off the RCS. So, as you can see, we are now looking at a good apoapsis, getting further away from us that you can see. It's just, can we rotate that a little bit, just to keep it on the line? That's not too bad. I cannot complain at all, and we're good for liquid fuel, and we can keep that throttle level at pretty much, let's see, let's increase the, there we go. So now we're in orbit, so we can keep it down there, I think. So it's gone from there to orbit, so we can essentially use less power to get us where we want to, so we can save a lot of this fuel. Let's have a look. They're not too bad, are they? See, what might have been a better option is to actually have these things switched off at launch, and then have a couple in here and there for this main area until such times as we launch off there, and do it that way. So I might do that in Orbiter 4 for the actual run to the moon. So we'll have to wait and see. See, my concern is that that's going to be too tall to land on the moon. And that I'll need a sort of a smaller, more squat vehicle to do that. So that's my real concern at the moment. Let's have a look at this. Okay. So it's slowly getting there. Let's give it a little bit more power, I think, for a while. See how we get on. Turn it down just a tad because we're getting a little bit of an overheat. Down another bit. So that's how it's looking at the moment. We're up to 72. The orbit is a little bit off axis. It's a bit unfortunate, but never mind, we'll see. It's because we're not totally on there, that's why. So we'll get it up to 100 and 100, I think. And then we'll put in a orbital movement. And we are looking at bingo. So what we'll do then is we will go ab maneuver, and we shall increase. Like so. 113, 77, oops, 91, 134, yeah, that might do. Let's see. 91, 134, 100, 126, oops, 100, 126, there we go. So what we shall do is move back into this position, take that off, put on the RCS, and thrust our vehicle in that general direction as quickly as we can, because we've got it burn in 31 seconds. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Where are you going, you stupid machine? Thank you. See, I'm missing my peri-sodding apsis. You stupid piece of machinery. Lock. Okay, so there's a distinct possibility that I may miss this. Let's see. No, it might just make it. We'll see. Wait until the periapsis comes around here. And then we'll kill the thrust on the engine. Let's see. $82, 190, yeah, it's not great, is it? Oh well. So at least we have an orbit. Now the trouble is the angle that the orbit is on. I do not like that at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a maneuver here, and we are going to increase that orbit there. So that's 242, 190. Now the question is, can we flatten out the orbit like that? See, that's the trouble. Okay. We've still got 20 minutes until we have to be there, so we're okay. Okay. So, let's see. Ugh. Okay, so where the hell is he going? Oh, Orbital 3 debris. Okay. So let's put in another marker here, and can we do it like that maybe? Is that what we're after? Let's have a look. Okay, because what I'm trying to do is just kind of get it on the right plane. And that's not going to do it that way, is it? Right, let's see. If we get rid of that and set the Mun as our target, where is the ascending node? So we'll put one here, and we will stretch out like so. Now, where does that intercept? Anywhere near us? Kind of. Let's see, can we move it up a little bit? Let's move it down like so. There we go. And then move it along, maybe? So we want that bit as a there, I think. Whoops, daisy. No, I don't want to crash into the moon. That's not desirable. Okay. So that will take us straight to the moon. So let's switch that off. Switch that on. Okay, let's try and get that position back. Come on. It's because it's such a goddamn big ship at the moment, it's a bit ungainly. Here we go. So we'll leave that as that. We've got the monoprop in there, and we got 29 minutes before we proceed with that. So it's not exactly the best orbit you've ever seen in your entire life, but it will suffice for what we have in mind. The ship is under acceleration. Oh god, what's it doing at 84 meters? Please don't tell me it's going to flip and flatten. That would be slightly embarrassing. So there must be the slowest or the lowest point there. Stretching, we're stretching. So I'll probably be streaming this for at least another 20 odd minutes. So hopefully we can make our... hopefully we can make our rotation around the moon and all the rest of it. But the thing is, that's where the moon is now. What I'm thinking is it needs to be over there. Right, so get that back. That's flatter than it was. It's still not ideal, is it? See, that's like a slingshot effect there. Now, if we were to... Let's see. Could that be suitable for what we want to do? It might work. We'll give it a go, shall we? Come on, propellant. So, oh, for God's sake. Thing handles like a pregnant hippo. But it doesn't matter because we will be getting rid of the larger part of this ship on our way to the Mun, which is kind of good news. So let's see. Because we're at 106, we can't go any faster. Yeah. I'm seriously hoping we don't have to wait 29 bloody minutes for this thing. You know what? I'm tempted just to eject. There we go. Get rid of that thing. That thing should be a lot easier to control now. Right, come on. Thank you. Come Okay. Here we go. The time warp slowing down. And we are coming to a halt here. So, let's see. God damn it, left the bloody thing running again. Here we go. So, 38 seconds, and we will be burning for 1 minute and 17 seconds. So, here we are. Now, obviously what will happen, you can see these things here. These guys will go down first before that one, and then I'll eject them, and then I'll still have enough fuel hopefully to get me back. That's essentially the plan. So quite pleased about that. We'll see. Okay, 7 seconds and we should be away. And we're off. So you can see now, burning at least for another minute. Fuel is being used up at a reasonable amount. Should probably consider using the small engine, the really, really small engine. Because I don't need a gimbal in space, really. Come on. So that might be it. Let's have a look. Yep. If not, we're out into outer space. So we'll switch that off and we shall watch the progression out into space. Now, hopefully, I see a bit of debris. See, I'm wondering if we're going to hit the influence of the moon in time, or if we're going to even hit the bloody moon, which would be a tad embarrassing. So, where is the moon? Hello, that's the, aha! Hello, Mum. Bingo. Right, so, what we're going to do is, we're going to add in a maneuver, and we will use that correction. We'll add in a maneuver, and let's see, no, down a little bit, there, yeah, and we will then use it to, come on, cycle round, and there we go. Whoa, Nelly, what the hell? So that we can use as at least a basic orbit. So let's move that back again. Oh, good God, I've made a complete hash of that. Delete. Add in a maneuver here, I think. So let's move that round. There we go. Move that out a little bit. So it'd be like 75 kilometers and 1 million. So it's an orbit. It's not pretty, and it's not nice, but it's a goddamn orbit. But what we might do actually is move it there. That's better, because then that's 285. We can probably squish it down. There we go. And let's see, flatten it out like so. Are we going to be able to do anything there? 434. Oh, crikey. It's quite a difference in orbit, isn't it? There we go. So that'll do. So that'll be our orbital path. Not especially pretty, but it's effective. And we shall move into it in 58 minutes. So we'll do a few orbits of the Mun, and then we'll make our way back home. So let's watch. Which reminds me, let us position our capsule in the right location, ready to go. There we go. Switch off RCS. Check on the ship. As you can see, the ship is orientated correctly as we're now moving towards there, so we'll like brake as we go into orbit, all that kind of funky stuff. So what we need to do now is just accelerate towards the point. And then we can just tidy up the periapsis. It's like 323, 249. That's nothing major that can't be fixed. And if I'm right in thinking, yeah, we got crap loads of fuel. So it's not really a major issue for us. So let's see. I am going to just tighten that up a little bit. There. Come on. There we go. So, in comes our little spacey crafty. So there's Moho, which looks like fun, doesn't it? Way the hell out of the middle of nowhere. Look at that. See all these places we've still got to go. Eve, which would be a nice place to go. Moho, Gilly, Duna, Ike, Yule, Val, Tylo, Bop, Dress, Elu, the Sun. Here we go. So, we are ready to go in 17 minutes. So, just forward wind that on a little bit. So we move until it gets to about 20 seconds, I think, and then we'll do the slow it down. Whoa, crap. Oh, that was too close. So we're now commencing the burn into orbit. So this is our braking maneuver, which, as you can see, is bringing the Mun escape round, which is exactly what we're after, and should then bring us into a reasonably good position. 2, 1, and stop. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, on our first inaugural session of Kerbal Space Program. We have, is that empty? No, that's not empty. Is that empty? Yeah, that's empty. That's fine. We have made it into successful orbit around the Mun. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty goddamn pleased. That to me is quite an accomplishment considering how bad I am at games. So, quite pleased indeed. Now, obviously, this particular stream, I don't know how often I'm going to do Kerbal, so whether or not it's going to become a regular series, I don't know, or it might be a case of I might do it when I feel the need to, or in the mood to, or whatever, I don't know yet. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Let me just check that, just to make sure I'm not crashing into the bloody moon. That would be a smidgen embarrassing. And so I don't know how often this is going to appear, but I would like to thank you guys for coming along to watch it. I do appreciate it, obviously, and I hope you have found my attempts to fly through space amusing. But saying that, it's supposed to finish in about 4 minutes, so we better make moves to transport from the Mun back to Kerbin, which is somewhere over there. Where the bloody hell is it? There it is. So there's Kerbin over there, and that's the plan. So while we're leaving that to transport round there, what I want to do is find a spot about here and add in a maneuver. Now, I'm not worried about that at the moment. So what we're going to do is going to move that like so it flattens it out. Yeah. It'll flatten it out like so. Let's just move that down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so that flattens it out. Now, what we then do is we extend it out again. So we extend it out here to, where is it? Let's have a look. Back down to Kerbin. So now the thing is, I think we might need to, let's have a look. Yeah, that's okay, I think. So that will take us back into the influence of the Kerbin gravity. So, and then what we can do is another maneuver to get us back into the orbit of Kerbin. So let us go back here, because whoops daisy, whoopsie. Just going to play around with this a little bit more. So that's kind of going back in the direction that I want of Kerbin. See, that's better. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. So let's just move down a little bit and lock. Take off RCS. Check the ship. Ship will be ready to disembark shortly. We'll be making our next run. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Our next run to return to Kerbin, and hopefully it will be successful. So unfortunately my eyes are starting to go. I'm getting tired, I think. Never mind. Such as the rigors of space. So this, because we're going slightly in a little bit further, it's going to give us a little bit of a slingshot effect, I think. So let's have a look. Pop. So let's get ready, boys and girls. Let's get ready. And engage. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. And stop. So there we have it. That should, in theory, take me into the gravitational pull of Kerbin. So let's see how we get on with that, shall we? Let's take that out. The trouble is because it's no sort of, I don't know why I'm going beyond there. That's why it's slightly alarming at the moment. But hopefully I should pick up the gravity. Come on. Yes. So now I am in a very, very large orbit of Kerbin. And what I might need to do now is set that. No. Okay, so we are now here. So there is the periapsis. Let's see if we can add in a maneuver to getting closer. Here we go. Okay. So that should, in theory, take us down to 249. And then when we've done that, we can do another maneuver just to break, so to speak. So let's see. Let us move into the position for the control. Okay. There we go. Whoops, come back, come back. There we go. So we are 3 hours away from that. There. So, yeah, I can't complain. I cannot complain, I am happy. Considering previous attempts at Kerbin and rendezvous with Kerbin and other things like that, I've not been that great in where I've been concerned. So, whoa, crap. Oh, he went round a long distance. Oh, is the moon going to crash into me? No, it's not, thank God. That could have been somewhat embarrassing. Okay, no, I don't want to set Minimus as a target. Go away. So we're making our way now. Node in... Oh, here we go. Okay, let's do that again. Because it screwed up my calculation because I went round. Delete. Add maneuver. Okay, where is that? So that should be 392. So that's okay. So let us move that down a little bit. See. Excuse me, gentlemen, ladies. Do not apologise for my coughing. And my yawning. Sorry. Oh, dear. So let's move on. Because when he gets round to the periapsis around there, I'll be able to then go back into a normal orbit around Kerbin and then organise the return orbit to the ground, which is what I'm after. So let's see. So that's in 3 minutes. Let's speed that up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So let's just adjust that just a little bit. No, we're fine. Here we go. Leave that in place, and we're burning in 7 seconds for 31 seconds. That should give us a re-entry into Kerbin orbit. Or a closer orbit, I should say. Let's see. Whoops. It's not in the right place. Now it is. And we're away. Okay. So there you go. Those two have now same position now. And we should... Just make sure that's not overheating. No, good. We should be able to get that to about there. Good. Perfect. Perfect. That, ladies and gentlemen, is textbook. I are very happy now. Even if I am yawning my bloody head off. So, anyway. That's rather weird, that one, isn't it? Look at that. Almost like it gets interfered with by the other one. It is rather odd, isn't it? Anyway, what we'll do is we'll go another one here. And then we'll say, whoops, down here. 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Apoapsis. So we'll put that about there. 178, 204. Perfect. Perfectamundo. So as you can see, we are proceeding in a forwardly direction. Back towards Kerbin. Yay. Coming from the Mun, which is over there. So, let's see. Move back to our orbital map. And get ready for our final reinsertion. Misses, fanar. And, let's see. See, that's at 260, so that might intercept me. That's a bit of a worry. Oh, crap. Bugger. See, this guy now has been affected by multiple orbits and stuff like that, so we'll have to go all the way round. And I've missed again. Because it speeds up so much when it comes around here. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on this. And when it reaches the periapsis, or the periapsis, we'll perform the burn regardless, even though we're 18 hours, 31 minutes and 21 seconds overboard. So. Let's see. Okay. Oh, crap. That's a point. Shite. Double shite. Triple shite. Bugger. Gonna miss it again. Yep, we missed it again. Bugger! Oh well. Let's just lock that in. And then go round for another run. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, etc. And we missed again. And again, Jesus Christ. I feel sorry for poor old Bill. He's having a rough old time today. So currently he's like almost 2 days past this burn point, and we've missed it again. Impatience, impatience, that's what it is. It's because it goes zoom and speeds up there. So, never mind. Let's just get ready and boom. So, as you can imagine, he's not having a good day, as he is essentially 2 days and 7 hours past his burn point that he was supposed to have gone from. But we're going to now do the burn. And we shall burn for 1 minute and 31 seconds. Off we go. No, we won't, because it's failed completely. Oh, for God's sake. Right, let's do that again, as it's obviously screwed up completely. No, we've got to wait for him to go round. Go round, 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 wait till he's about here. Go round, keep going, keep going. At least he hasn't hit the moon. And he's round again. Bagger. So, add maneuver. Pull it back in. For 200, yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's be sure I don't sodding well miss it this time. Let's go R, T, R again. Yeah, let's switch that off. Okay. Here we go. Dum-de-dum-de-dum, dum-de-dee, diddly-dee, diddly-doo, and lock. So let's get our boy back in. Come on. Okay. So we should be ready for our reinsertion into Kerbin orbit. That looks like where a meteor struck, actually. That's quite interesting. Those who don't know geology, look it up. Place over in Brazil where it looks like a meteor struck, loads of holes in the ground, things of that nature. And we should be burning in 16 seconds. Now, quick question, how are we doing for fuel? Oh God, we're doing really well for fuel. Here we go. 42-second burn, and we're underway. Yep, there we go. So we're still burning. Once these two switch around, I think we should be alright. Once we get down to a decent sort of 224 sort of period, that sort of area, I think. We'll have to wait and see. See, 185, 224. That's good enough. I'll settle for that. So, now that we've got there, what we need to do is, I think we need to create a new maneuver here. Whoops. No, a new maneuver. And then we need to drop us in the ocean. Like so. There we go. And that will be the insertion maneuver returning to Earth, or returning to Kerbin, which is good. So let's just get around there. We'll put that back to that. Take off SAS, switch on RCS, reactive control system, and move it to the right place on the ball. Okay. One thing I will say about playing this game, it gives you a huge appreciation of the people who had to do it for real. That's what I say. But anyway, what do I know? I'm just a gamer. So as you can see, now moving in, we're looking at 9 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. And let's stop it about now. Okay, so, okay. Let's just move it around there a little bit, I think. Yeah, so we want it, because it normally comes down in the water, so we'll have it there. So 3 minutes and 22. And then we burn for 8 seconds. So we're just following our way around here. Let's see. Okay, we're just moving up to here. We're going to pause it. There we go. 20 seconds remaining for our burn. Let us reposition ship attitude. Check on the ship. Ship looks fine. And we're burning. There we go. Look at that. Almost exactly as planned. So all we got to do now is wait. And wait for them to slowly drag us back down. Oh, look, there's the moon. Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? So, what we'll do is we will thrust over like so. We've got, see, plenty of monoprop this time, which I'm very pleased about. Can we rotate like that? Yes, we can. And let's lock that in position. And eject those 2 items. Because they are pretty much completely empty. Now, a little thrust just to get it away from us. That's fine. And we can probably get rid of the rest of the ship, I reckon. There we go. So there goes the remainder of the ship. That will then hopefully get dragged down into the sea. And we will just speed it up a little bit. Here we go. Our man's been in space for 6 days. So Bill Kerbin, superb, intrepid explorer that he is. Fantastic job. See, look, debris all going down. See, look, down 22,000. That's exactly what we're after. We don't need RCS. We'll leave that on. So here is Bill. Currently looking at, you can see his altimeter going down there, or altimeter, depending on whether you're American or European. Our speed is quite hitting. We got SAS, we got stages. Yeah, it's all green. It's looking all right. So you can see here Bill Kerbin making his way down, and we're going to land in the sea for the first time. So I think that's a good way to end it. Even though we're a little bit in the dark area of the planet, it's still not too shabby, I think. You can see the dark side of the of Kerbin coming over. Here we go, Bill Kerbin making his way back down to the water. And we'll open that at about 2.5. There we go. So that should cut in at about 800. And that will be successful touchdown after lunar or Mun insertion. So next on the things to do will be successful landing on the Mun. There we go. And then after that will be the setup of a habitat module on the Mun. And obviously there will need to be things like a refuel space station above the Mun, and also other things like a space station above Kerbin as well. So those are kind of the plans I'm looking for. Once I've got those, then I'm going to move towards going out to the larger planets, maybe going down to Eve, maybe see if we can do some kind of orbit of the sun, possibly. That could be quite interesting. Wear your sun cream, that's for damn sure. So I hope you have enjoyed this first inaugural broadcast of the Kerbal space program, courtesy of your commander, Mr. Chadwick. And I shall hopefully see you next time after we have successfully touched down on the water. He's taking his time, isn't he? God, he looks completely untroubled because we're drifting down very slowly at 4 meters a second into the water. And here we go, touchdown. Sploosh! There we have it, boys and girls. There we have it. Let's go to the tracking station. There are no ships out there as we speak. Look at this. See, look, I want to get a place like there, Elu. That is a serious piece of work. I'm reckoning that maybe you have to do some kind of gravity around there. But that's going to require a big ship. But these are all plans for the future. For the time being, let's get to the Mun. This is Commander Chadman signing out.